So in continuation with the previous video, in which we have designed the schematic of a stable multivibrator using the IC555, and the schematic was imported from the PCB schematic, and now we are ready with the components, schematic components which are interconnected with the given connections. Now this is the border also we have set, so border again can be adjusted. Either you can just drag from these corners, or if you right click and board points from this, if you change the values of this every corner, we can give the coordinates in terms of x and y, and we can change the borders. Easy way is also directly we can rearrange the four corners of these borders. Now next is we need to design the mounting holes. Drilling is required, the holes to fix the PCB on the board. So place mounting hole, this is the icon. So if you place here, this hole will be shown here, as well as similarly, okay, we can place it onto the four sides if you want, but if you go with the two mounting holes only, once it is done, we can change the properties by changing the dimensions. Diameter 0.0934, if I want to increase its size, I will make it 0.694, and let us make this as a 9. This is randomly done just to show yes, we can make the changes. This is the diameter of the hole and surrounding area. Now same I will copy and paste for this side, and this can be deleted directly. Select and press the delete button. So these are the mounting holes. Now the next task is important, most important part in the PCB designing, the routing part. See, we are designing here the two-layer PCB. So two-layer PCB is nothing but PCB wherein it has the tracks on the two sides. Let us consider top side and the bottom side. So it has the top side and also has the bottom side. But right now we are not designed any tracks. So the tracks can be designed manually. So if you just route manually, you select this icon, and then one by one tracks can be joined without overlapping. But let us prefer initially, as this is the first PCB to be designed, let us go with the route option, route menu, and I will say run auto router. So it will try for some options and then will be with some final conclusion. This is the final automatically routing done. So software has helped us by designing the tracks. See, some tracks are observed with bright black color and some are with the light color. So this indicates now we are at the top level. Now if I go to the bottom, so these are the tracks onto the bottom layers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and these are the tracks on the top layer. So if you go to the bottom layer, so the top one layer's tracks are faint in faint color. So now see, if you see carefully, this is a pin number 1, which is a ground pin number. If you go to the respective node, it will indicate it's a ground connection. So preferably we'll go with the ground and some track connections to be shorted down to the lower side of the PCB. We'll call that as a bottom side. Now how to continue further? So already we have, now let us go with the, so already holes are mounted, two holes are mounted onto the top side. So the holes are mounted on the top side. So let us go to the bottom side. So tracks are also shown. Now what we'll do, let us pour the copper material. So place copper pour. So click onto the icon. Now the required area, we'll pour it with the copper material and tracks with the copper material again. So I will select the area. So I'm doing these things randomly, and let us finish it with the starting point. Now as soon as you complete this border or the copper pouring area, then we'll be with the tab with the three options, three tabs: pouring, connectivity and borders. So connectivity, it indicates which nets are to be connected. So here the nets are indicated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 are there. So one by one we'll be pouring the copper material onto these particular tracks. So net 0. Current status is it will be pouring the material onto these tracks. Okay. See, if you click here one by one, it will show the tracks. So recently we have poured onto the net 0. So this was the net 0. net 1, net 2, net 3, net 4 and net 5. We will be pouring the copper material onto these tracks. Now again we'll change properties, connectivity, which nets, net 0 के बाद let us go with the net 1, it is to be poured. Similarly we'll go again back, net 2, pour the material, net 3, pour the material, net 4, okay, and lastly we'll complete the action for the net 5 and say it okay. Now if we unpour this material, let us see what happens. Update. Now if I make this state to be unpoured, then the bottom side looks like this, wherein the only tracks 1 to 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tracks are only placed with the copper material. So let us change the status to the poured onto the back side or the bottom side, and this is the top side. Now this is what we are ready with the PCB layout. So this indicates, so this we need not pour it separately, it is already showing it's a copper material with the blue color. Default width of the track is also given. We can change the track width. See here the trace width option is there, using which as per the design specifications we can change the width of the track. This is just to understand what is the procedure of designing the PCB. So this indicates the top layer and it indicates the bottom layer. So top one. Now if we go for its 3D structure again, how it looks. If you go to these net layers one by one, it indicates the details, or even if you go to the respective track, it will show the details. Now if I click here the 3D, it will ask for some message, and now it will do the workout with 3D structure, how the PCB would look like. So this is the, so these are the upper tracks on the upside IC. So this indicates the slot. So from this 1, 2, 3, 4, we have seen one was connected to one of the diode. So from the yes, tracks are from the downside. So few tracks from the top side and few tracks around to the bottom side. Oh, how to show this? Okay, fine. Okay, this is the bottom side. So this is perfectly bottom side, and this is the top side. So few tracks, and completely whole part is with the copper tracks. And how it looks. So the 3D structure is not available for the light emitting diode as a part of the library installed with my setup, but we can see the structure of resistors, capacitor and the IC. So pin numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you can change in the 3D while designing the structure itself. So I will make it reset view. It will be reset to its original value. So before designing the tracks, you can choose the locations where the components are to be placed. So this is the complete designing of the PCB. Now step by, if I want to go to the resistor, just right click on the resistor, it will go to the, let us go to the 3D option. So this is the how the resistor is connected here with all the details. See how beautifully the axes are indicated. So this is the X axis, this is the Y axis, and vertically to indicate the height we are using the Z axis. So what is the significance of this? When you want to connect the components onto the PCB from the top side, in that case you can specify the height of these terminals, electrodes. So how we can set its value? So Z direction, now I will show it with the Z. 0.0315, this is the height. If I make it 6, see, this is how it indicates. So height of the resistor above the board has been increased. So it is based upon our design. Let us make it to the similar what it was earlier. Similarly, what would happen if I change the Y? So Y, it is nothing but it will change the position in vertically. This is what it will be located horizontally by changing the value. Similarly, you can decide for each and every component. Now if we go for the IC, right click, 3D model. So this is the how IC terminals are connected. Here also by specifying the parameters of XYZ, we are not going in details with the design rules right now. Objective here for this video is just to make the aware the steps to design the PCB. So this is how the IC looks. Again, this is a slot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7 and 8. These are the pin numbers. So here we are ready with the PCB designed for a stable multivibrator using the